And our top focus this news wheel. The RG Kaur case has taken a fresh turn in West Bengal, with former Trinamool Congress MLA Nirmal Ghosh now arrested over allegations linked to the hurried cremation of the trainee doctor who was raped and murdered in 2024. Nirmal Ghosh, the former Panihati MLA, has been arrested by West Bengal Police after an FIR was registered against him and 3 others over the alleged hasty cremation of the doctor's body. The case was filed at Khardah Police Station on Monday based on a complaint by the victim's father. And the FIR also names former Panihati Municipality Chairman and TMC leader Somnath Dey and local TMC leader Sanjeev Mukherjee. Police have invoked multiple sections, including allegations related to the illegal handling of the body, destruction of evidence of providing false information, and trespassing at the crematorium. The victim's family had earlier alleged that the body was cremated in haste and without providing them the necessary documents. They had also feared that the hurried cremation was aimed at preventing a second autopsy. Another fresh twist in the RG Kaur rape and murder case. My colleague Varghese Abraham joins us on the broadcast. Varghese, this certainly is a fresh twist, but what does this now mean for the Trinamool Congress? What does this now mean for the investigation at large?
Well, the investigation is looking into one clear aspect, that is if there has been an issue with regard to destruction of evidence. Now, Kabir, we do remember that when the Ajikar incident did take place, there were questions regarding the collection of evidence, how the evidence was being collected. There was also a said attempt at destroying that evidence. We remember there was a fire that was started in the area. There were a lot of protesters who barged into the area. The fingerprint issue was in fact highlighted then itself. So the question of whether destruction of evidence has happened, and in that particular part of it, they are talking about whether the ex-TMC MLA had played a role in getting the body cremated in a hasty manner, so that the rest of the postmortems could not be carried out, or whether if there was a need for another series of postmortems to be carried out, well, that chances were in fact made slim. So clearly, these are the allegations that have been put forward. Now, this particular case stems from the victim's father in going ahead and filing a case at the Khardah Police Station, and the FIR also, in fact, names not only the ex-TMC MLA but also the names of the Panihati Municipality Chairman as well as the local TMC leader have also been named in it. So clearly, the entire idea is to, in fact, establish a case whether there has been a complete destruction of that evidence with the hasty cremation that was carried out. So the charges are also being looked into on the sections where the sections include illegal handling of the body, destruction of evidence, and providing false information and trespassing at the crematorium. So this is something that they are in fact looking at.
Varghese, one more thing, one more little aspect that needs to be looked into with a little bit more of depth here, because when the RG Kaur case came to light, it was the Mamata Banerjee government that was in power, and the BJP going all guns against the TMC dispensation when this case came to light, be it the Sandesh Khali case, be it the RG Kaur, saying that women's safety is a big and massive issue in the state of West Bengal. Now, this new probe, this new angle into the investigation has been done after the Chief Minister's intervention here. So the Trinamool Congress saying this is nothing but political vendetta. In the meantime, you've got Nirmal Ghosh and you've got Sanjeev Mukherjee, the Panihati Municipality head, that are now in the dock. But the TMC now alleging that this is nothing but political vendetta.
Well, the TMC has been alleging that it has been political vendetta and that it had taken the requisite due process of law during the Ajikar case. But however, there has been lingering questions that have been asked, especially with regard to what exactly happened to that victim and who could have been behind that. Despite the arrest, Kabir, there was a question being raised whether it was one person or there were several people who were involved in this. Now, these investigations or the parallel investigations that are being carried out only try to understand the exact incident. Now, the police would be trying to recreate that exact day of that incident, the people who could be behind it, the due process that happened after that, and also if there was any variation in the due process that was carried out. So all this would be in fact looked into, and therefore it is going to become quite interesting to see how the criminal aspect of the case in fact unfolds, because either it will go in a direction where the TMC government's statements regarding that case would be in fact scrutinized, or it would be proven right. So that is something that would be looked into. So as of now, this investigation moves in that direction.
I mean, the CBI has summoned the junior doctors who were on the night duty with the postgraduate trainee who was raped and murdered at Arjikar Medical College and Hospital on the 9th of August as part of its fresh probe into the case. And now this TMC, ex-TMC MLA in the dock as well. Interesting developments. Varghese Abraham, ladies and gentlemen, bringing us the latest details there.